would help if I ran 10 miles, so I was just gonna run 10 miles to run 10 miles. Not a good idea, like a number of other things. It's an interesting choice, but also, you know, I can do anything, dare greatly. Sure. Hello, welcome back to the Fox Training Performance YouTube channel. I'm Taylor Fox, and we are at Next Level Sports Performance. So we just finished up Static Monsters. I just did a bunch of training, overhead pressing, shoulders, arms, a little bit of back. Got everything in. Really good session, just trying to pump out a lot of work and get that work in, like keep my training consistent, even though I'm pretty busy this weekend. We have a little bit of a challenge ahead of us, looking at maybe running a long distance race. Nothing crazy. I mean, 10 miles, I guess, is crazy. I don't know, but it's not a marathon, so we're gonna stick with that. But I wanna get some endurance training in, so I wanna start with some low impact stuff. Given that I'm 280, I don't wanna beat my joints up right away. Also got a little bit of the hamstring thing I'm still recovering from. So we're gonna utilize the Jacob's ladder, which is on my left, and then the tank, which is on my right, set up to the full resistance, friction, whatever you want to call it, and kind of just alternate both of them. So we're gonna get started and get through the rest of the session so that I can finally go and get some food. I would really like to emphasize that I never ended up running 10 miles, nor did I compete at Battle at the Bridge, but given that I am now recovering from this injury and will need to rehab that, maybe that's something that I want to look towards the future with and build my cardio base so that I can keep moving forward like that. If I were to train for something like that, this is what I would do. I would start with low impact training. I would utilize resources like the Jacob's ladder, sled, to continue to build that cardio base, and then slowly introduce more of the running to acclimate to the impact well, and just progress over time. I do really enjoy doing this. I think it's a good test. Given that I was preparing for max distance sandbag carry, a lot of rep events, stuff where I had to move, like the sandbag throw, the Zamboni pushed arm over arm, having this ability to move and that cardio base, strength endurance, I thought was really helpful. So I did think it would play a good part in training for the comp, but I just really didn't have the time to be like, I'm gonna run or I'm going to do extra cardio sessions. Like I was doing like the yoke push, doing arm over arm pulls with the sled after training days, but I really didn't have like the stamina or the time allotment to get in like a whole extra like 30-minute, 45-minute cardio session. And that realization came on very quickly that I didn't have the time, given like I go to a job for 8 hours a day during the week, and then after I'm working because it was still February, March, and like hockey season was going on, and then after that, go train clients and then do stuff online. So it all very much got out of hand, and obviously was just not a very well thought idea to begin with. But in the end, we went and attended the race, watched some people run it. That was a good time, but I didn't think it was necessary for me to run. But I am happy to bring this content forth as just something a little bit extra I did at Next Level after Static Monsters, doing the Jacob's ladder and then doing the sled on the tank. It was a little bit different than some of the other stuff I'd been putting out. And I hope that I can kind of bring a little bit of a different feel to the channel with some of this content as we move forward and I recover from this pec injury and do some specific content on the rehab. And then maybe in the future, I'm gonna, get on a bike, get on the road running, and really push things to the next level as far as the cardiovascular abilities that I think I could attain. I don't think it'll be good to stay around 290 with this injury, and I don't really feel too motivated to eat at the moment. And then this is something, especially like once the incision's healed, once I'm kind of able to move around a little bit better and start doing some PT, I can get back to the endurance style training sooner than I will be able to like do strength training. And I do feel that like with this first week going by, like I need to train. So it is very difficult to sit here and like watch other people competing this weekend, coaching people. And I'm like, I did some arms with my left arm, and like a week ago I did some legs and some more intensive pressing work. But now I need to kind of chill with that until this incision heals, and you know, I'm good to go with that, get my post-op appointment and get the sutures out. So it is definitely a mental battle as far as the activity that I am able to do, and just kind of stimulating my body and mind as far as like keeping myself active. And then that's the thing with, you know, the endurance training. Like right now it's a struggle not being active, but in, you know, the future, it's like if I were to do this, then it becomes a struggle grinding through it and, you know, going step after step after step, like for an hour, 2 hours, whatever, and try to push yourself through that grind. I think it's definitely interesting. I'm excited for what the future holds and just kind of trying to stick it out as much as I can. And we'll definitely get there, get recovered, and be ready to go. So you might be wondering why I'm doing this. So I'll sit here in this posing room with this sick Punisher mural behind me and tell you, my wife was like, I got roped into running a 10-mile race, entered the Broad Street Run, and was like, I'm not doing it. And then I was like, would help if I ran 10 miles, so I was just gonna run 10 miles to run 10 miles. I think about 6 weeks from Battle at the Bridge, and we're 10 weeks out now from Broad Street Run, so trying to train and make it happen in addition to all the other training. Freaking put the program together for her on the Powerbuild coaching app, so check me out at Powerbuild Coaching if you're looking for that. We can get programs together, done, get you a good plan, and I'm really just trying to push that, like that I can really put anything together as far as a coach and help people reach their goals. Starting with that low impact stuff, probably include some other things, but that's the start of training for this, ready to get after it and see what happens. And you know, I think I can definitely crush it. I think a lot of it is just committing to the preparation, and then the actual run is kind of the mental thing, just pushing through it and just keep taking those steps until you're done. Here we go. Follow along for the rest of the journey. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, keep lifting those heavy weights. Hold strong. I started powerlifting in 2010. In 9 years, I took my total from 1265 to 1800. I know I'm in a sling right now, but from 2021 to 2025, I was able to do several strongman competitions a year without major injury. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist and a high-level Powerbuild coach. I've been able to make contact points with hundreds of athletes over a decade-long career in both sports medicine and strength conditioning. If you're looking to take your performance to the next level and willing to put in 100% effort, results are almost guaranteed. Reach out and let's start working together. Hold strong.